Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bucs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Falcons. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Again, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
That's trying to come back for Succop. It's not going to get there. No good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards, 36 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Read option, this is White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, 4 down. Switch. Watch twitch.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Jump.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Red 38. Yellow.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To Evans on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position Certainly not in their favor here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. 52 points.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4 yards remain for second down.
Shot. 17. 6. Mega. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Out to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He's coming. Double up.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
brings up 2nd and 4. At the Falcons' 46-yard line.
That's got to be a long day.
Hiking 18. Mustang
2nd
19.
and 4. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Keyshawn Vaughn
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 3. Out to the right here to Shepard.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down. Here's Patterson.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But if you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They give to White on the option.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Read option, this is White.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to